iOS 11, set to launch later this fall, is full of small, subtle tweaks, but there are also some bigger changes that will undoubtedly take some getting used to. Here are 7 of the most drastic changes. One of the most notable differences is Notification Center. It's now called Cover Sheet and looks and works much like the iOS lock screen. Swipe in either direction on alerts to take action or clear them. Swipe from either edge of the display to launch the camera or view your Today panel. And your notification feed will now be broken up into sections for most recent, earlier today, yesterday, and so on. Before the update, you could force touch on the left edge of the screen to switch between recent apps. With iOS 11, that no longer works. You'll have to revert back to double pressing the home button to switch between apps. Apple touted the iPad's new drag and drop feature when it unveiled iOS 11 in June, but what the company didn't tell us is the iPhone has it as well, albeit in very limited situations. In the Photos app, for example, you can drag a photo to an album instead of tapping around. NFC is no longer limited to just Apple Pay. In the future, you will be able to scan NFC tags to pair Bluetooth devices, learn about products, and much more. For current devices, the feature will be limited to the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. When you swipe up from the bottom of the screen on your iPhone to view Control Center, you're in for a surprise. It's now a continuous column of buttons and sliders instead of a 3-page setup. Brightness and volume are easier to adjust, and you can now customize Control Center by adding, removing, and rearranging items within the Settings app. A long overdue change to the App Store is coming. With a more visually appealing interactive design, the App Store looks nothing like it used to. The new design will highlight new apps and developers, and it looks a lot like Apple Music, only instead of songs and artists, it's games and apps. The process of taking a screenshot, editing, and then sharing is also getting streamlined. With iOS 11 installed, when you take a screenshot, a small preview thumbnail will show up in the bottom left corner. Tap on it to mark up, crop, edit, delete, or share your screenshot. For more tips and tricks and other how-tos, be sure to check out cnet.com/how-to.